everyone, good afternoon. It's me again, Micah from Websites Advice. So, how is everyone? Well, I hope everyone is well and safe. Again, welcome to our 11th webinar. Thank you and shout out to all of our top fans and sharers and avid viewers, especially the students and those of you who are always watching our webinar every Saturday. I am so happy to see familiar names in today's webinar as well as new attendees. So, don't forget to like, react, and share our video. Invite your friends. Share this webinar now. And for those of you who are new here, and for those of you who haven't liked and subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and do so. We post videos on website making tutorials, and do follow us in Facebook so that you will get updated with the schedule and with our free webinars every Saturday. And before anything else, just a reminder, please make sure that all of you have joined our Facebook group, especially those who are coming in or who are new in our webinar this afternoon. It is where we will distribute the e-certificates for this webinar after a few days. So make sure to join our Facebook group to get your e-certificates soon. And speaking of e-certificates, again, just to remind everybody, watch and stick with us until the end of the webinar in order for you to receive your e-certificates. At the end of our discussion, we will be flashing the activated link for the feedback form, and it is only open for a couple of minutes. So make sure to watch out for that link after our discussion. And for those of you who are new to our webinar this afternoon, we are Websites Advice. We are a startup company that provides comprehensive reviews about website making, aiming to help and guide you in making the right choices in your website making journey. We are now on our 11th installment of our webinar series about website creation. Now, the past two webinars, we talked about e-commerce and e-commerce platform. Today, let us show you through a demonstration on how to set up an online store. So for those of you who are into online selling business, who is thinking of starting one right now, or who has a physical business that wants to make presence on online, this is the webinar to watch for. Out of the 8 Websites Advice topics e-commerce platforms, we've selected 3 platforms to demo for you today. So without further ado, let's begin. Build your online store, a Websites Advice tutorial. Now let's have a quick review. When we talk about e-commerce, we refer to transactions conducted via online. Now, one activity in the e-commerce industry is what we call as online selling. The process of people selling products online and people buying online is what we call as online selling. And perhaps majority of you have engaged in such activity before. Now, e-commerce platforms make online selling possible. It powers or it fuels the online selling activity. To further that, an e-commerce platform is a software that allows online businesses to manage their website, marketing, sales, and operations. Now, there are many types of e-commerce platforms. The most common ones are the open source type and the SaaS type. Now, the main difference of these two types is in terms of management. Who handles the technical side of running the online store? Now, the open source type is more like a DIY platform, meaning as the user, you handle everything about your e-commerce site, from customization to security, even domain and hosting. And it also means you yourself must know coding work. While SaaS type is like a service that you buy, like cable or internet connection, meaning an e-commerce provider company handles the technical side of online selling. You don't need to worry about coding. Plus, some SaaS types already includes domain and hosting managements as well. Having an e-commerce platform to go with your online selling is a great investment. Why? First of all, it helps you boost your sales. Next, it helps you manage your delivery and payment system, meaning it's hassle-free and convenient both for you and your customer. You don't need to worry about how your product is gonna reach your customer later on. Next, it allows you to reach more potential customers, meaning your business is not limited to where your business is at, its location. You can expand your business anywhere and anytime. Next, it helps you organize your inventory that enables you to track your business progress, which will become useful later on for you to make wise decisions in your business. And lastly, it helps your business grow and thrive. Now, selecting the most suitable e-commerce platform for your business depends on many factors. These factors are defined by what your business need. You need to ask yourself, what is my business? How do I want it to function or to process online? You need to ask yourself as well, how much budget do I have? Can I afford this platform? Can I afford that platform? Can I afford someone to make me an online store? You need to ask yourself those questions. And of course, next, it is also wise to ask yourself, can I handle it? Do I have coding skills? This will particularly guide you in selecting the best type of e-commerce platform for you. And last but definitely not the least, you need to ask yourself, think about the future. How do I see my business 3 to 5 years from now? These are just some factors one must consider before choosing an e-commerce. The nature of your business, how much budget do you have, the skill set that you have, and of course, your business's sustainability. And once you've successfully selected the most suitable e-commerce platform for you, it's time to build an online store. Let us help you navigate an e-commerce platform through demonstrating to you how to build an online store in the 3 of Websites Advice Top Picks e-commerce platform. Today, Websites Advice will show you how to build an online store using Shopify, Weebly, and the WooCommerce plugin. And today's webinar is extra special. We have Francia, one of our associates in Websites Advice, here to guide you in our demonstration. So hi Francia, can you tell us a little about yourself and what we will be doing in the demonstration today?
Hi Micah! Hi everyone, I'm Francia from Websites Advice and I'm here today to give you a simple demo on the top 3 e-commerce platforms that Websites Advice pick. So I hope you can learn something together while building your online store.
There you go! In a bit, Francia will perform the demonstration for you. We'll see you in a bit, Francia. Without further ado, let's start the demonstration, beginning with Shopify. Shopify is the leading e-commerce platform today with 800,000 online stores and over 30 trillion pesos worth of sales. It boasts its easy-to-use interface and you don't need coding knowledge to use it. On top of that, it has excellent sales features. Shopify has the following sales features. First, we have the abandoned cart recovery that allows you to send emails to your potential customers. Next, they have auto-calculate shipping prices for each customer, which helps you not to overestimate or underestimate their costs. Next, Shopify takes payment anywhere with the use of their very own Shopify POS. POS stands for point of sale. This POS connects to your Shopify account in real time. How good is that, right? Next, Shopify asks your customers to create a profile, which is strategic because you can target your sales later on to the best potential customers of your products. On top of this, Shopify allows discounts and selling of gift cards, especially on holidays. And who doesn't love a good bargain nowadays, right? Shopify can also be connected to Facebook. So if you plan to use Facebook as a selling channel later on for your online business, Shopify makes it easier for you to do so. So, do you want to know how to build an online store in Shopify? Let Francia show you. Francia, take it away.
Hi again, everyone. So we are here on a Shopify Seller Center. So you can see here how many days are left of my trial. The next is a 3 steps by Shopify on how we can start building our online store. So first is adding products, then customizing theme, then adding your domain. Next is we have local delivery, which is a new feature of Shopify. So in here, you can now manage local orders through your POS or your point of sales. So it's a good thing if you are planning to set up locally in your store. And then we have just here, I suggest readings, their blogs, and then their extensions. And yeah, and then the integrated multi-channels. So that's it on the home tab. For the order tab here, we have 3 sub-tabs. So orders here, in this section, it will appear just all of the orders. What items did they order? And then in the drafts, you can create your invoices in here. So you can customize it on your own. So it's more detailed the way you want it to. It lets you be more organized. Then we have here abandoned checkouts. So in abandoned checkouts, you can see the list of customers who added to their cart but didn't proceed the checkout. So you can do a marketing strategy on this by emailing them, like they left something on their cart, something like that. Then we have here the products. So you can see here that I've already made an example. So let's try to add a product manually. So in adding a product manually, you have to input every detail, the title, the description, the media, and then the pricing. So here in the price, in this price will be the price that the customer has to pay to acquire the product. And here in the compare price, you will only input in here if your product is on discount or in sale. So the price has to be lower, of course. Let's say you have a 100 pesos. You're selling the product for 100 pesos and its compared price is 120 pesos. So that means that you're giving your customers a 20 pesos discount. In the cost per item, so this is how your profit will this is how much your the item was, how much you invested in the item to be produced. So let's say this item, it costs you about 58 it costs you about 58 pesos to be produced. So it automatically tells you that you have because you're selling it for 100 pesos. So the profit you gain from it per item is 42 pesos. Then you can just check it or uncheck it if you want to put tax on the product. Then you'll input here your inventory, your SKU or the stock keeping unit, and the barcode if you have any. the track quantity here. So of course, it will not be available. It will automatically be out of stock when you input here in zero. So you have to input some number in here for it to be for it to be available, of course. And the shipping, of course, if it's not a physical product, you don't need to input the weight. If it's a physical product, you have to input the weight because of the shipping matters. And here, in the variants, if your item has multiple options, like different size or colors, you can input in here. So it's separated. It can be either separated with a comma or an enter. It's also it's also separate. It can also be separated through an enter. You can also add another option if you like. Then let's say I have here S. Okay, so once there is different options, you also have to input again their quantity, their per variance, and their SKU, and their barcode if there is any. So that's it. And here also here is our search engine listing preview. So you can edit this to make it more searchable, of course. You can customize it whatever you want. Okay, so that's about it for manually adding products. Well, if you have a lot of products, you can import a CSV file. It will automatically be added to your store because it reads a CSV file. And then Shopify also has a bulk editor feature, so it can be a more appropriate example in here. So a bulk editor means that you can click everything and then apply an edit, an action to all of those who are checked or selected. You can also have it multiple or by page or by all, select all. So in the inventory, it's a cross section of your products and the incoming. So when sold out, it's an action. So when sold out, you have to stop selling it. So customers cannot add it to their cart. Then you have incoming here, which we'll go to later. In terms of transfer, this is to manage your incoming inventory. So you can track and receive incoming inventory from your supplier and business location. So if you have different locations, you can manage it in here. If you have incoming supplies, so you can create a new supplier profile. So it'll be more convenient, of course, in managing your store. Then we have here the collections. Collections is creating a pool of products and putting a title or name for it. So for example, we have here, okay, anything under zero, anything, anything under 100 pesos. So it's the title of your collection. So when you want to pull, when you want to make a collection about anything that's under 100 pesos, so you can either pick the item manually or automated. So if manual, of course, you will be automatically clicking it in the products. If it's automated, you just have to set the conditions. Like, for example, the product price equal is less than 101. So if it's less than 101 or less than 100, so everything will be automatically added to this collection if it's under 100 pesos. Okay, so discard that. And the gift cards. So it can be sold on any of your channels. You can create gift cards. You can sell it or you can send it. You can always do both in any order. So in the customers tab, you have the power to add customers or import customers if what is convenient for you. You can manage your customers detail here in the dashboards, in the analytics I mean. So we have your dashboards, reports, and live view. So basically dashboards is just about all of the analytics in here. So we have different analytics that you can see about your store. So you can track everything and then you can make an informed decision about your store on what marketing strategy do you need to do, or are you going to your quota, or are you not meeting your quota this month? Edit this according to the date that you want. Then if you will be viewing the report, it will automatically be transported in here. So this is the more detailed report. So you can make create custom reports. So what do you want to know about your online store that the Shopify can accumulate the data? And then the live view in here. So these are just real-time page views per minute. So you can see here where is your customers mostly are. So maybe you can make a strategy on this data. So in the marketing tab, let's move on. You can see the marketing overview of your store. You can create a campaign to boost sales. You can choose a marketing activity to do. So as of now, these are the ones that are already available. Some are not yet available, but you can find it in the marketing apps here. So you can view more than that if you want to see more. So it's important that you know where your customers are usually. Are they most usually on Snapchat or on Facebook or through email? So you can set up the best marketing app for you. So here you can create campaigns. Yes, okay, so this is the campaigns. So it also has this report on how much your sales is from automation or how much is your sales from the campaigns. Something like that. Okay, so next is the discount codes. Okay, so you can offer discounts on Shopify, maybe discount codes or to be used upon purchase or like 10% discount. Okay, so it can be either through a discount code, you can generate it, or it can be through percentage, it can be through a fixed amount, it can be through free shipping, or like buy one get one, buy one get two, buy two get one. They all have that. Shopify has that. Okay, leave. Next is the integration. So we have here a multiple sales channel. So this is the app store of Shopify. So if you're looking for another marketing apps in here, selling apps, inventory apps, or retail apps, it's all in here. So you can just purchase it. Okay, so let's check out the appearance of our online store. Okay, so this is the appearance of our online store. So you can just click it here, customize. Okay, so here we have our home page. So you can just edit this. Home. You can just edit menu and we'll just go back. We'll be transported into this. Oh, they have free stock photos. They have free images that you can use. You have here an action bar which when customers or user clicks, they'll go to another page. We have the home page. So these are your different pages. You can add sections if you want, like collection lists. So there, this is the home page, and then they will see your different collections. Our current theme is boundless. So we can rename that. We can choose another theme in here. You can explore free themes. So these are all their free themes. You can just choose it and then you can click it so that it will be applied to your store. Then if you don't have something that interests you in the free themes, they always have the Shopify theme store, which you can purchase themes. Okay. And the blog post, of course, you can also write blogs for your online store. If that is your forte, you can use it. Then in here, you can add your pages. So FAQs, all your questions about us. Okay, so how to contact us, what is our mission, vision. In the navigation, you can add another menu in here. So if you can see, it's what we've edited a while ago. So in here, oh yeah. So this is it. So this is the navigation. Okay, so yeah, catalogs. This is the menu, and then this is the footer menu. So of course, for the domain, you can connect a domain. You can buy and one, or you can connect it to an existing domain. And of course, the preference. This is for your SEO. Okay. So I think that's about it for the Shopify demo. So I hope you learned something about that. Let's get on to the next demo.
Thank you for the demonstration, Francia. Now, next on our list is the Weebly e-commerce. Weebly e-commerce is also one of the easiest platforms to use for building your online store. Now, one of the key things that makes Weebly stand out in the e-commerce industry today is that it has the ability to allow you to create standalone or dedicated product pages for each of your products online. Plus, since the online store is directly integrated into your website builder, you will not only get a web shop, but also a website creator and a blog where you can use to build a landing page for marketing purposes. Next, it is made specifically for small to medium-sized stores, meaning it is not complicated, it is easy to maintain, perfect for beginners. Weebly boasts sales features such as, first, it has suggested email features, meaning you can send emails to your customers based on store activity. Plus, it automatically creates new email templates when you have new products to sell. Next, Weebly has dynamic tax and shipping calculators, so you won't have to think about this part anymore. Plus, if you're selling bulk products, you don't need to worry about it. Its inventory is already managed and handled and covered by Weebly. It has great mobile SEO optimization, search engine optimization as well, meaning more sales and more convenience for your customers. On top of that, Weebly comes with a free SSL certificate, meaning this assures your customers that your online store is safe and the transaction that they are doing, specifically when it involves money and banking details, is really safe. Last, but definitely not the least, building an online store can be stressful. But with Weebly's drag and drop product features, it has become as easy as 1, 2, 3. These are just some of the sales features of Weebly. And this time, or at this point, how do you build an online store with Weebly? Take it away, Francia.
Hi again, everyone. So for our next demo, we have here Weebly. So we are here in the Seller Center. So you can see here the name of the shop, Websites Advice Demo Shop. Then here in the tab, you can see here the buttons for upgrade, for support, for setup guide, and of course, the account settings. In here, you can see that Weebly gives you a 7-day report or analysis on your sales, page views, and unique visits. It's actually good that it is in this overview panel. So automatically after you log into your seller center, you can already see a report. And then here, since we are just starting, it has a set of guides, just like it in here. So it says that we have completed 3 out of the 7 steps. So we have designed our website. We have we have added an item to sell. Okay, so you need to connect a payment gateway, set up shipping rates, collect taxes on your sales, then of course publish your websites. Okay, so in here, let's go to the website. Okay, so let's edit site. So in edit site, so as we've mentioned in the past few webinars, Weebly is a uh, drag and drop down button. So you can see here as I click, they have this guide step by step. So that's good, right? Okay, yeah. So in here, you can just click this and then add another one like hi WA and add it in here. So it says here this color won't be legible on your background. So that's good. They have this guide. So they tell you that because this is your background, your font doesn't have to be this because it will not be eligible. So that's good. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so we can add here everything. You can just input it in here. You can say done. Then you'll just explore this, the footprint, branding. Okay. And you have this featured items. You can choose an item. So this is just what I have here. So here, item, item, item. You can also check the text, the content I mean. So once your mouse goes over here, section title, the editor automatically highlights or shows you what is the section title to be edited. So it's really a guided process in here. Okay, so let's move on to the next. Okay, so for the general settings, so you can just change site title. You can customize this. Of course, this is your domain. Okay, so this is it for the general settings. Okay, so you can update this, of course, for your SEO or your social media. You can update everything in this. And then the integrations, of course, you can add tracking tools and analytics to your website's code for better insights and targeted marketing. Yeah, okay. So they have these options as well. Drive customer sales by capturing information in form like email sign up. So they have this feature as well, like form entries. This is what pops up in another website. If you would subscribe to their newsletter, something like that. And this messenger. Okay, so this is You can automatically set a messenger that will pop up on your screen, and it allows you to chat with the customers who are in the site. You can use your messenger to connect with them. Okay, here for pop-ups. So you can collect emails, you can offer a coupon, you can make an announcement, you can verify age. So verify age is for those who have um adult um or have a sensitive age sensitive stores. You can have this verify age pop up when they first um click into your store. Okay, so for that's done. Okay, let's go to items. Okay, so here in the item library, so in here you can see that I've already said. Again, you can create a new item manually, or you can import an item. You can export an item if you want to update it on your end, if you want to print it. You can save it on your laptop for backup. You can save it on your drive. And then import item, of course, you can always add here the CSV file for more convenience. But if you only have a few products, you can create new items manually. So, of course, for category, so it's like you're adding categories for particular group of items. It doesn't one item doesn't have to be under just one category. It can fit into different categories as long as it fits the conditions. So again, you have SEO on that certain category. For reviews, your Weebly enables customer to give you reviews. So in here, you can ask for a review. So you can set this how long after an order is placed before you ask for a review. So we cannot edit this, we cannot enable it because we have to upgrade for that. Okay, so for options, this is if you have an item that has different options like the variants in Shopify. This is also this. One good thing about this is that you can create a new option set in here, can create a universal, like of course for shirts you have the sizes, so small, medium, large. You can create that and just apply it on every product you make. You don't have to input it on every product. So you see here that it's on one item. If I apply this to more items, it will just appear here on how many items does this sizes variance have. Okay, so everyone loves coupon, of course. So you can create a coupon exclusive only for your online users. So you can add it in here. It can attract new customers, of course, and you can also reward your loyal customers. So, okay, so in here, your orders. So we cannot again click anything in here because it needs to be upgraded before we can use it. So sell, ship, print, and track right from Weebly. So you can fulfill your orders right in here. Okay, so here, marketing. Okay, so let's go to marketing. So marketing, of course, in here. So as you can see, as I've clicked marketing, it says here that Dragon later because I'm not eligible yet. So we can't access it because we are only on a free plan. So, but basically, marketing, it's just all of your options into reaching your market. So let's move on to the next. we have here insights. So for insights, Weebly gives you statistics. Okay, so statistics in here, you can come. So if you want more statistics, you can always upgrade. So as of now, we don't have any analytics in here because we are only on a free plan. But as you upgrade your plan, you get more analytics. Okay, so um, basically this is just that. So it shows you the traffic summary, the site activity, the sources, the sales. They also have the abandoned cart. So they have it all in there. Okay, so let's move on to settings. So for settings, so you can just edit here all of your information, your store information, the general, the tracking. The checkout is their payment gateway. So you can connect this. So Stripe is the only available payment checkout option if you are on a free plan, but you can always upgrade and you can use more like PayPal. So for email setup, so you can add here a store your sender profile, email teams. You can customize it here once you've upgraded your plan. Okay, so in here you can customize the email for abandoned carts for customers who left who abandoned their carts and didn't proceed to check out. Another marketing strategy in there. So for shipping in here, you can add the address and the region. And then for the pickup and delivery, Weebly allows you to have the pickup and delivery, but of course, again, you need to upgrade your plan. And here the taxes. So if you have a tax rate on certain items, you can again add it in here. So I think that's about that for Weebly. I hope you learned something from it. And if you have any more questions, we'll answer it later. Thank you.
All right, thank you for the demonstration, Francia. So that is how you build an online store with Weebly. Now, we've come to the final demonstration of our webinar using the WooCommerce plugin. The WooCommerce plugin, unlike the two e-commerce platforms that we have demo, is a plugin used in WordPress website. WooCommerce powers over 28.19% of all online stores. 26% of the top 1 million e-commerce sites today uses WooCommerce, and 93% of all the WordPress e-commerce websites uses the WooCommerce plugin. WooCommerce built-in features make the purchase easy and stress-free for customers. However, you need to have coding knowledge or at least basic skills when it comes to coding when you are using WooCommerce. Now, many are attracted in using WooCommerce because it boasts the following sales features. First, WooCommerce allows you to add as many products and product photos as you possibly can. Next, it allows your customers to sort and filter the products by its popularity, price, size, rating, and any other thing related to your products online. And not only that, but it can also show customer ratings feedback directly on the pages with verified customer mark. WooCommerce not only allows you to sell your products, but it also lets you publish your content and blogs to showcase your company, your brand, your product to the world. So more additional marketing features for WooCommerce. It also or its dashboard interface is quite easy and intuitive to use when it comes to updating products and fulfilling orders. They also have automated tax calculations, shipping, live shipping rates, and mobile apps for iOS and Android. So technically, a lot is going to be made easier with WooCommerce. Its inbuilt payment processing uh, is what customers love about WooCommerce. It's easy to set up the payments. Well, that's because it comes with inbuilt payment gateways that allows you to process payments through credit cards, Stripe, PayPal, checks, bank transfers, and even cash on delivery. And on top of all that, WooCommerce is said to be simple but robust. WooCommerce comes with everything that is needed in a professional e-commerce store. And this is how to build an online store using WooCommerce. Francia?
Okay, so hi, let's get to WooCommerce. Okay, so we are now here in in websites advice WordPress site. So here on the left, we can see here the navigation menu of the WordPress site, and in here you have the WooCommerce plugin. So we are here on the home tab. You can see here the overview report of your sales for today, for the week to date, and for the month to date. So you know, this is just an overview of your sales and the number of orders. Then you can already see here. Let's start with the left side. So this is just notifications for your store. Then in here on the right side, we have your store management for an easy access to manage your online store. So when marketing, so they have here a recommended extensions for additional marketing strategies that you can apply to your business. Then in here and adding new products. So you can add manually or you can import through a comma separated value file or a CSV file. So we have here again the categories. You can again add categories. And then you can add, and then WooCommerce also have tags features, and then the attributes feature. It attributes basically is allows you to define extra product data such as size or color. So you can use this for the widgets in your online store. Okay, so moving on, we have here, okay, so we can personalize our store. So one thing to remember if you're using WooCommerce is that when you're personalizing your store, you're also personalizing, you're also customizing um, the official site that you have, the official WordPress site that you have, since this WooCommerce is connected to the WordPress site. So you have to take note of that. So you can just click into it and then you can edit. Okay, so you can select the colors. You can write the blog. You can choose the background image. You can add again widgets. For the WooCommerce, the specific. So this is the store notice that you can check this if you want a store notice like temporarily unavailable. Then And let's see the product catalog. So this is basically what your customers can see. You can either show the products or show the subcategories and the products, or you can default it based on popularity, on average rating. So you can already sort it by price. So that's that. You can sort it. You can set shipping information. You can set taxes if your product implies a tax. Then you can choose the payment setting. You can edit your store details, your store's information. Okay, so it's in here. You can edit everything in here. Okay, so let's move on to the orders. Okay, so this is just this tab is for all orders you need to fulfill and in here the customers tab right here, it's just a pull of your customers database, which we will not look into due to data privacy, of course. So we'll go in coupon. So again, there's an extension, recommended coupon extensions in here. So different coupons, which they all have their descriptions down. And then you can also have this Elementor. You can set your role manager. So you can have different, you can manage your team's role in your store. Okay, you can add add-ons. And of course, again, the appearance. Here is the themes. You can check the themes in here. Or you can just can team editor can choose the menus, the widgets. So that's it for this. So after that, again, here's the extensions. So you can already see here the different extensions that you can apply if you are using WooCommerce. Okay, so I think that's about it for WooCommerce. It might seem like a little short than the other one, than the other two, I mean, and it's because it is integrated inside WordPress, which is the main system. But there's nothing to worry in terms of not having that online store that you imagine, because I'm sure if you find and choose the right extensions and the right theme, it will look like what you imagined. And of course, if you have coding skills, it will be better. So I'm sure WooCommerce will bring a lot of potential to your online store. So thank you for joining me in exploring these three e-commerce platforms picked by Websites Advice.
Building an online store is not an easy task. It requires a lot of thought and, most importantly, commitment. As what we have said before, setting up your very own website or an online store website is like marriage. It needs commitment, a lot of learning, growing, and of course, patience. We have Francia again to share her insights and experience in building an online store. How was it, Francia?
I think they've all managed my expectations. Shopify and Weebly was very user friendly. It's not at all difficult to set up your online store in there. They have these guides that's easy to understand. You just have to get into the flow of their process and that's it. In terms of WooCommerce, it's not as easy as Shopify and Weebly, but it's manageable. You just have to be somehow familiar with how their interface and system works so you can get around it smoothly. But on top of that, it has a lot of potential to bring in your online store because it's very customizable. Overall, I think it's not that hard. It's not that difficult to set up your online store. I mean, it's not an easy process, but once you get started, you'll realize that it's not that daunting. It's just a long-term process that you really need to invest in. So I think it's just reasonable to invest your time, your energy, your resources your money into it, just like how you invest in a brick and mortar store in a physical location.
We at Websites Advice aims to show you that it is possible to build your very own online store. The future belongs to those who embraces the fast-growing industry in the world today, e-commerce. We hope we help you understand further the complicated yet worth it world of e-commerce. I am sure you have some questions. The right time to ask those questions would be right now. So if you have any questions or anything, just key it in our comment section as we are now moving to our question and answer portion. I have Ken on the line to give you expert answers. Ask him about anything e-commerce related or website related. While I patch him through, do not forget to fill out the feedback form. Remember that it is our sole basis in issuing your e-certificates, meaning no feedback form, no e-certificate. The feedback form link is now open, and in a few moments, we will show you the link. Somehow, Facebook is not allowing us to post link in our comment section, so please make sure to manually key it in your browsers for you to access the feedback form. Thank you all again so much for joining me and Francia this afternoon, and of course, Websites Advice. Do stand by for the question and answer portion. We will see you again next time. Goodbye!